All right, I'm ready.
Logan, I think it's your turn to host.
It's never his turn to host. Remember?
Or sorry,
I've been banned from hosting.
Yeah, there's two. Last time it was him. Jacob, that means it's your turn, I think.
Why did I get banned from hosting again? Is it because I played Black Commissioner Gordon? It's because you were very not funny.
I don't remember.
What do you mean I was very
funny? I don't remember him being banned from hosting. Is that a thing?
You said it. Yes, you said it.
Did I say
doesn't host anymore. Yes.
No, Josh.
That was after the stupid Batman roleplay.
Yeah. Yeah, but he didn't ban me because it wasn't funny. He banned me because it was a little iffy. No, your rant about COVID was not funny at all, and it took like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
that's what Ryan said. I was trying to bring the funny. He said I tried to bring the funny back, but Logan's rant was just so long and talking about all those things on a comedy podcast, and it's just like, wow, this is not entertaining.
I hate it. Okay, so Josh's speech. Okay, never mind. I give up. I'm
Josh's speech. What speech was mine?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did I give a speech about something?
Not last time.
Is this about the homeschooling thing?
Yes. so I get scolded for a question that I answered, and then Josh goes on a rant about homeschool, and we all just go, okay, and then we just leave it. I get it. It's fine. Hit the short people while he's already down.
Yours was way longer.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I think it was probably pretty similar. The problem was it was super like I don't know. It was like these are the facts. This is what happened, and you should all listen.
Yeah. Yes. Don't get me started on politics, okay? Forget it.
Or Logan, you could just not.
But I was asked a simple question, and I answered it not simply. Move on.
Yeah.
Host the stupid podcast. We're gonna get shut down anyways.
Hello, welcome back to the Wisdom Vacuum, where we get shut down. And Logan cancels us.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna say some offensive things tonight.
Please don't.
Shortest podcast we've ever had.
Said this is the worst. This is the worst podcast we've ever had.
I said no. This is gonna be the shortest podcast we've ever had.
Oh,
it's gonna be the shortest episode.
Can we take it back to the last episode where you cut off the question before we could answer it? What was that about?
I don't remember what the question was. It was probably something heinous because I cut it off.
It was
Can Logan make
anything offensive?
Is there a question that Logan can't make offensive?
Yeah.
And then you shut the podcast down.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
I was trying to think of ways to make that question offensive.
That was the joke.
Yeah. I was going to say the only thing you can't make offensive is something that's already offensive.
That's not true. I can make it really offensive.
Yeah.
You can make it more offensive, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Jacob, host this thing. What are we doing? What is life?
Well, you just want me to get into the questions right now?
Why are we here?
We got to talk about our weeks first. Right?
Okay. Josh, what did you do?
We got to keep tradition. I don't know.
Oh man, now that you mention it, I don't know.
No. Keep it tradition. I want to talk about our week. I want to talk about it. What'd you do, Josh? I don't know.
You know what? You know what's happened? You know what's happened to me?
You're joining the biker gang?
No, I'm out of taquitos.
Oh, I'm not. I had him earlier.
Oh,
I don't have any more earlier. No, I have more.
The best.
No, I have more. I always have taquitos when I'm there. When I have them.
Jacob's always packing.
Mm-hmm. When I am, except
except
for when I'm not.
It's mostly just been doing just working and motorcycling and it's riding kind of good riding season now. It's starting to get warm enough at night where you can ride at night. Just motorcycle stuff.
No. But you joined a biker gang?
I did not join a biker gang. No.
I saw your story.
I saw it too on Facebook.
Looked like you joined a biker gang.
That was just a bike meet.
Yeah, it looks like you meeting up with your biker buddies to join a biker gang.
I don't know of any biker gang that would allow crotch rockets, mini bikes, Groms, dirt bikes, Harleys. Dude, there was
you started one.
There. I started one?
You started your own. That's what happened.
Oh, an all-inclusive motorcycle club?
Yeah, very inclusive motorcycle club.
How many of them had swastika tattoos?
None of them, but there was one that had lots of anime stickers.
Ah, was he Asian?
Really?
No, I don't remember. I was distracted by the anime stickers.
No.
I don't remember. Everyone had a lot of anyone who had like a.
Did you laugh, Logan? Because I took the words right out of your mouth.
What?
Maybe. I was thinking about.
Don't worry, I'll say the offensive thing first.
Thank you.
Save your breath.
I didn't hear you say anything.
I giggled a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys who run like the dirt bikes or the street bikes, a lot of them keep their helmets on the whole time. But yeah, just motorcycle stuff for the most part.
Wow, Josh, super interesting.
All right. Tell me
okay, then what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I binge watched a whole season of Love on the Spectrum with my parents and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything?
Huh?
Did you learn anything?
I did, dude. I learned a new joke. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh no!
We laughed so hard.
Here comes the offensive part.
You're learning Spectrum jokes.
It's so stupid because I'm like,
you said
this is hilarious.
You said I watched Love on the Spectrum and I came up with a new joke. How is this not?
No, you learned.
No. I learned a new joke. I didn't say I came up with one. I mean, I could have come up with one, but I didn't.
Okay. All right.
It's the acoustic joke.
Watching acoustic people find love is very funny.
Let me make sure my. All right, we're ready. Go ahead.
What was that?
I got.
Go ahead.
What was that beep?
That's the censor beep for when you say something terrible.
That's the patent pending Logan censor.
All right, let's try it out right now. I'm gonna start to say something, and I'm gonna get to like 2 or 3 words, and I want you to just hold it down.
All right.
So there I was. I was about to say, no, you didn't do it. All I had was there I was, and I said 2 or 3 words, Josh.
What leading over
there
that?
I was is 3 words, Logan.
There I was watching retards on a TV screen. I don't know. But anyways, so
hold on, Logan, when the TV screen's off.
That's just mean. That's mean. Okay, all right. I'm just to tell you the joke that
some intellectual cerebral humor there.
So, well, also my dad is pretty funny because last time, whenever my girlfriend was down, we started watching Love on the Spectrum, and me and my mom were having a serious conversation, and we had the TV show paused. I forget what we were talking about. We were having a serious conversation, and my dad, just sitting in the recliner, just yelled, "Put on the retards!" And that just cracked me up. And then today, driving back home from the bowling alley, my dad looked over at my mom, and he's like, "Yeah, but you can go home, you can get some food, we can watch a little retards, and then we can go to bed. It'll be fine." and it just cracked me up. But this guy named Tanner, he was on a date with this girl, and he's like, hey, you want to hear a joke? And she's like, yeah, I love jokes. And he was like, okay.
You don't have to do the voice. You don't have to do the voice.
I have to.
No,
like,
you really don't.
She's like, yeah, I love jokes. And he was like, okay. Why do ducks have feathers? And she's like, why? And he said, so that you can't see their butt quack. And I thought that was hilarious. And I just started busting up laughing because I didn't know that they could come up with jokes like that.
What do you mean?
I didn't even know. Like, I'm not even kidding.
No.
Until I'm not even trying to be offensive. Until I started watching Love on the Spectrum, I didn't know. Like, because autistic people, you think, okay, some of them are highly independent, some of them are not. But even the ones that aren't highly independent are on a dating show, and they're actually like just like us. And I just thought it was crazy. So that's what I did. I binge watched the whole season of Love on
Josh, Spectrum. I can't help but notice the lack of the Logan bleeper throughout the whole. Whole thing.
The problem is the button doesn't last like 4 straight minutes. So
okay. I'm not being offensive. I'm not being offensive.
You can press it more than once.
I'm not. All right, move on. That was my week. You asked. Move on.
No, that's cool. Yeah, a lot of people who are autistic, they're like their biggest thing is really just the social aspect of it. They can't communicate. It really is. They can't communicate well, but internally, a lot of them are still really normal.
Well. So what I learned from watching it is it's like people are like, well, it's sad to laugh at them. No, it's not. Because they voluntarily said, okay, I'll do this TV show. And a lot of things that they do are funny. But on the outside, they have like no emotions, or they show the wrong emotions. So like, and they don't know how to kiss either, which is absolutely hilarious. Just saying. Because I don't even know how to explain how happy I was watching it. All right, move on. I don't need to be censored. just we gotta move on from this topic.
I don't know what you about it. Logan, I laugh at you all the time.
Jacob, I'm not autistic. Are you guys just not telling me?
No, I know what you mean though. Like intentionally not laughing at people with disabilities. Right. A lot of the time, it just isn't like. They end up feeling, it makes them feel more strange and ostracized than if you include them and joke around either at them or with them. I had a buddy in high school who was born without his right hand. He had like a
Josh, that isn't autism.
Nub. No, it's just a disability thing. He had like a palm lump on the end of his wrist. And little tiny like kernels of corn sized nubs where his fingers would have been. And dude,
the description got me. It threw me off when you're like kernels of corn. I thought about it and I started imagining little kernels of corn.
That's what they were like. They were like skin-colored kernels of corn with tiny little fingernails on them, and that was like what his fingers would have been if they had fully developed. But it just his hand never developed. And he was one of the coolest guys I've ever met. And he like wanted to he made jokes himself about his hand at us. One of the funniest things I've seen on the internet to this day is still, he posted a picture where he put some lotion on his nub, and he had in the picture the bottle of lotion, it said hand restoring cream. And he was like, this stuff sucks.
Yeah. I had a friend that got in a really bad car wreck and lost his arm whenever he was like 19. And the amount of jokes that he used to make, like we'd be sitting around and just hanging out, and he'd just walk up to me and he goes, "Hey," I was like, "What's up?" And he goes, "You want to touch my nub?" And I'm like, "Absolutely."
Totally.
Like, I'm like, "Yeah, kind of." I'm glad that you offered before I had to ask.
My friend, just like, because I think it was his right hand. Now I'm wondering. he would like intentionally go to shake your hand with the nub sometimes just to throw you off.
Yeah, just to throw you off. And then you look at it, you're like,
what do I do with that?
Yeah.
You like go for a fist bump and that feels like you're making fun of him.
I used to, Sam, his name was Sam. I used to look at him, I was like, all right, now put your hands together. And he would just look at me. And then I would just laugh and walk away. It's like we'd be doing something and I was like, hey, help me lift this up. It'd be like a cabinet or something. And he'd just look at me.
Yeah.
Right. Just, he took it well. They either have to laugh about it or they're just going to lose it. That's what he told me. He's like, I'm just going to make it a joke.
Yeah, well, yeah, and one, yes, you kind of have to, because what else are you supposed to do with yourself? But then two, it also just kind of takes a special kind of person and a special strength to not only make jokes about it yourself, but just be completely open to other people making jokes about it and understand that they're not making fun of you, they're trying to make fun with you for the most part.
Yeah, that's what everybody tells me, but I'm pretty sure Jacob just makes fun of me.
No, we're making fun of you because you don't.
Yeah,
I have a disability.
Well, yeah, but it's not important enough for us to really support you.
Yeah. Okay, this is. I give up. Move on. Question one.
Well, no, Jacob has to tell us about his week. What happened with Jacob?
I trained people at work
how to play video games.
What do you? No, for I assume his job, McDonald's.
Yeah, I assume my job.
Yeah. Okay. I told you guys you're gonna have to pick up the slack. Okay, Jacob, you train people.
Stop talking then.
Shut up!
I hate you guys for that last episode. I hate you so much.
It's hard for us to pick up the slack when you keep talking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I train people all week to do the job. That's it.
What does the training consist of?
Telling them where everything is on the little menu, so when they take an order, they can know where everything is.
Oh, okay. You're specifically training them for the order taking system, not like
order.
The whole kitchen.
No, not the whole kitchen, and the like transaction part too. I have to relearn like 17 and 19-year-olds how to count.
Dude, when I come up for 4th of July, I hope that I show up to North Plains when you're working, so I can just go harass you in the driveway. That would make me. I cannot express to you how happy that would make me.
It's funny you say that, because the first kid I was that I trained, he was like 17, and he lives like 30 minutes away. And I was like, why are you working at this McDonald's that's 30 minutes away? There's probably one closer.
And he says, people he knows.
I just don't want to see people I know.
That's absolutely fair.
I said, oh yeah, I meant, yeah, some of my friends in California, if they came here, they would harass me. And
yep.
And then yep, you just proved it.
That's a super fair point. I would not want to work fast food in like my hometown where people know me.
No, I specifically thought about you.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, the amount of shenanigans you would pull in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Just to make my day worse.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Now I'm really excited for that to potentially happen.
I probably will try to take that day off.
You're going to take off like 3 days in advance. So even if I show up early, you're like, no, not taking the chance.
No, I'll show up just the day before. You're not showing up early.
I don't know. Good. We showed up the day before the first time.
Yeah, but that's normal. It was just the night before.
Yeah.
You're not going to show up like 2 days before or 3 days before.
Unless
And I work in the morning, so you'd have to show up pretty early.
Fine then.
Like before 2
Fine
p.m.
then. Don't make me happy. See if I care.
You just have to show up. It's not. You can just. You just arrive early and then.
No.
And then you could.
This is your fault.
Shenanigans.
No, your fault.
Okay, we could do questions, I guess, now.
Thank you.
What?
Nothing.
Did you get tired of not talking for 30 seconds?
It's longer than that. I have a timer going.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're testing how long you can restrain yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ryan Lee asks, which gas station / convenience store is superior?
I'm gonna set a ground rule here. Bucky, we're not counting Buc-ee's.
Well, yeah, because we don't have Buc-ee's.
I'm just talking about all the ones that I've been to, and Buc-ee's would be included in all the ones I've been to. But it's like,
is that a convenience store? It's kind of big for.
It's both a gas station and a convenience store.
Yeah, it's kind of big to be calling it a convenience store.
That's why I'm saying it's kind
of just a store,
dude. Buc-ee's is crazy. I've never walked into a gas station and gotten the same vibe as walking into an amusement park. It was that same feeling in the air as when you walk into like Six Flags.
That's pretty accurate. I never thought about it that way. That's pretty accurate.
I don't know. It was so strange. The first time I went in there, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm at like Six Flags or like what I imagine Disneyland feels like. Everybody's so happy to be here and so excited to be in this place.
Yeah, a lot of people, Texans, they love Buc-ee's.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Buc-ee's is if Buc-ee's is in the competition, it's obviously winning. So everything we're gonna ignore that one.
I don't frequent a lot of gas stations and convenience stores. I guess Chevron is just.
Why would you go to Chevron? You want to pay more for gas and have average experience in the store?
Because that's what we have in town. That's what I go to most often.
He's not asking where you go the most. He's asking which one is superior.
I don't go to a lot. I guess 7-Elevens are pretty cool, but I don't really go there very often.
I forget. You're like a little baby boy. All the only driving you've done is into town.
No, I've done a lot of road trips. It's just I do it we go to a bunch of them that one time.
A lot of road trips. It's different when you're like driving and you have to do the planning and decision making.
My dad drives. He does not plan or decision make.
Well, he goes, we're going to stop here or we're going to stop there.
Nope, really doesn't.
Well, okay. Is he the one driving the car?
He says that when he sees the sign. He doesn't know ahead of time. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see a gas station, you're like, oh, that's a good place to stop. We'll go there. And if I see at the next exit, there's 3 different things.
He probably he will exclusively go to Sinclair.
Sinclair, yeah. Okay. See, that's an actual,
because he owns part of it. He has.
Oh, really?
He has Sinclair stocks.
Oh, yeah.
So he says, yeah, he owns part of that. So only goes to Sinclair now.
For me, it's either a Love's truck stop gas station, or Quick Trip QT. Quick Trips are great.
Yeah, I guess
bunch of them around here, but when I go on road trips, when there's quick trips, especially if you start moving back east, yeah, good place.
I think I've been to Love's most often, I guess.
Yeah, Love's for road trips. Love's is just like, it's an easy go-to. Going to have a lot of different stuff. The bathrooms are very well kept in Love's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of the time, there's an Arby's attached to a Love's.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Hey.
That's kind of terrible.
I like Jackson's because I get rewards there.
Jackson's? I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, Jackson's. You get stars. You get 10 stars.
Oh yeah, I remember Jackson's.
Every dollar spent, and I have a lot of stars.
Huh. I mean, I would hope that you're getting some type of reward system. We know what he gets.
No, what do you get for the stars?
Oh, okay. So what do you mean? He gets like 8 energy drinks a day.
No, not that many.
Sorry, 6.
Exaggerating. Close. You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer.
We have to go up.
No, I said 8, and then 6 was getting warmer. That's not up.
No, I said 9.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I thought he said. Oh wait, I thought Josh said 10 energy drinks a day.
I started with 8, and then I said 6.
Oh no, the warmer.
Yeah, see, that's what he said.
You said 3, so I assume that's the number.
Yeah, 3 is as usual.
I've actually, you guys would be proud of me. I kind of laid off of them a bit.
You only have 2.5.
Really? Because you just told me you were about to drink a bang right now at 11:03
yeah,
p.m.
But
Are you sure you laid off?
It's the weekend, okay?
Oh,
it's the weekend.
Okay. So we're treating it like alcohol now.
No, I just do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I'm not a day drinker, but I get a little tipsy on the weekends. It's the weekend.
No, I had like stop it. I had like shut up. It's not that bad. All right. I bought a 24 pack of the straw. No, not a 24 pack. It was a 12 pack. Because I ordered 2 cases and only 1 came in. But I ordered a 12 pack of Bang energy drinks, the strawberry or the Delish Strawberry Kiss. And I bought that last Friday and I've only been drinking those. And I have 4 left. So I drank 8 in Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 8 in 7 days.
So you're drinking 1 to 2 right now?
It has been 1 a day.
Okay.
Not bad. But I did buy some pre-workout. So that's what I've been drinking.
Pre-workout, so a C4 blend or something?
No. It's Hyde, but it only has 160 milligrams of caffeine in each serving. So what I'll do is in the morning, I've been drinking a cup of coffee on the way to work.
Servings.
No. I drink a cup of coffee on the way to work. I have a protein shake at 9:30. I have I do a half a scoop of pre-workout in like a little bit of water so it hits quicker right after I drink my protein shake. Then I'll probably crack open my energy drink at noon and then finish off the rest of the pre-workout at like 2. I cut it back this past week because I realized after I got a lot of bashing that I could die soon. So,
or at the very least just get severe kidney stones, which is as bad as dying, I think.
I can handle those aren't a biggie
until they're literally biggies.
Yeah, he says that before everything bad that happens.
Yeah.
Like when he said that when we went to Primetime and he said he could eat that whole that cowboy burger that just had like a ton of roast beef on it and all his fries. Huge. And he said I can eat that whole thing. And then after he's like,
dude, it took me a solid 6 hours to feel okay after that. I was like, it's no biggie, I'll finish it. And then that's when my girlfriend was down the first time. Jacob didn't finish his because it was like, I can finish mine.
No, because I would feel like that if I did.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to finish it.
I love big burgers. Back when I was a little bit heavier, there was in Knights Ferry near here. Hey.
Yeah. I was just about to get it. I was like, a little bit? What about yesterday? Yeah, he beat me to it.
That's mean.
That's funny.
Yeah, he just went to the bathroom today. That's it.
There was this little tiny restaurant on the backside of a convenience store in Knights Ferry near here called Spoon's Cafe. It was just a husband and wife that ran the whole restaurant. And I used to go there every
restaurant. Your mom?
What? I don't know what that even means, but
there was something else going on in my head. Continue.
Anyways,
yeah, it's really hard for us to pick up the slack, Logan, when you keep talking.
I give up.
They had a burger there that was kind of a challenge burger. It was huge, dude, and they called it the Willie T. And I would go there and get it every Sunday, and they could not believe that I ate it every time. I miss that. I miss that place. I might have a picture of it. I wouldn't be able to find it right now. It's going to be so far back in my images. I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I'll send it to you now.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I found it.
Oh.
That was easier than I thought. This is one of the smaller ones. They didn't stack this one that high. I'll put it.
This is. Where is it? Still have a picture of burger.
Hold on, I'm dealing with my stupid robot phone.
Of burger.
Hold on, robot phone. It's being dumb.
It's literally 2 buttons, I think.
Picture of burger. That was one of the small ones. That was the first one I had, I think.
Where is it? Oh, it's in house chat. Okay.
Doesn't even look big there.
It's not that big.
No, it doesn't look that big. Like I said, I think that was.
That's kind of about the same size as the one at Primetime.
Yeah.
I thought the Primetime one was huge.
Yeah, it was a good burger. It was a big burger. Dude, greasy. The amount of grease that would be on my face and down in that basket was
You got the mac and cheese with it?
I could eat that thing, no problem.
I probably still could. I just wouldn't want to do it as often as I used to.
That's like about the size of the Primetime burger.
So he could eat it. It would just take him 6 hours to feel okay again.
Yes. Yeah. I could eat it in 30 minutes. I'm going to be hurting for 6 hours.
Dude, I can tell you that burger made second service rough. Trying to stay awake in second service after eating that burger. Ooh.
I
immediately went home and crashed.
I probably could eat a lot. I just hate the feeling of being over full.
Like when it feels like it's starting to push up into your esophagus.
Yeah, I just don't like that.
Yeah.
So I just don't eat a lot. I don't eat over what I can.
We have lasted a long time on the first question here.
We really have.
We're still on the gas station.
We made our own.
We're still on the gas station question.
Before we move on, Jacob is totally correct about not doing that again, but we may be going to Primetime tomorrow, Jacob.
What is Primetime?
It's just like it's a sports bar, but it has a dining area and everything.
There's a bar here in Oakdale that supposedly has really good food, and I've been thinking about going and trying a burger or something.
Are you eating the same burger again, Logan?
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. We need to go to Primetime whenever Josh is here. We need to make him get the cowboy burger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we should do that.
I don't remember when the 4th of July is. Like what day it falls on?
It's
last Friday. Time it started on a Thursday. or Friday because we were driving Thursday.
It's going to start on. Yeah, it's probably going to start on Thursday. 4th of July is on Friday.
Yeah. So you guys will what? You guys will probably get in Thursday evening.
We'll probably come in Wednesday. That's the same thing we did last time.
That's what we did last time. Yeah. So if you come in a little earlier on Wednesday, we can go to prime time.
If I come in really early on Wednesday, I could come harass you in a drive-thru.
Yeah, well that means if you guys go Wednesday, I'm the one who just came up with the idea. I won't be there.
But why?
I have work, dude.
On Wednesday?
I work every day of the week, 365 days a year.
No, you don't.
Well, I mean, except for the weekends.
How late on Wednesday?
Except for the week.
Okay, so not 365.
You know, the 365 days in a year, that includes the weekends.
I like to think that I work my weekends as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I make a lot more money if I think about it that way.
How late do you work?
So I start anywhere between 6:45 and 7:30, and I get off anywhere between generally 4, but I could stay as late as 5:30.
Yeah.
If I have meetings or something. So yeah. Pretty basic days, but I also live an hour away. With traffic.
My work is seasonal, but when I am working, I work a lot of hours, and kind of the same thing. My job can be I've worked jobs that are 2 hours away sometimes, and I'll be working anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a lot of the time a day.
And then during those
Saturdays
times,
as well.
I get significantly less Josh time.
Yeah. He gets weekend Josh, and that's it.
Well, my thing is if you look it up like early in the morning or a time where there's no traffic, it says 20 to 25 minutes to my job. But with traffic in the morning on the way there and the traffic on the way back, it's anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks.
If I'm working a job where I'm going to have to run up like I-5 or 99, one of the main highways that gets really, really bad traffic in the morning, I'll just wake up an extra hour early and go before the traffic builds up, and then just take a nap in my truck before work.
Yeah,
it's worth it to just not have to deal with it.
I wake up at about 4 every morning. I don't have to be at work till 7:30, but anywhere between 4 and 4:45, I get up then. And then I try to leave the house at 6, so an hour and a half before I start work. And generally, I get to work around 6:45.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if I try to miss traffic, there's always some traffic.
Yeah.
I wake up at 5, get to work at 6 most days.
You can walk to work.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I'm like,
my job is in town.
Yeah, I'm like, if I walk to work, it would take me 2 days. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had one job ever that was like, it was like 10-minute drive, 8-minute drive, something like that. It was so nice. It's like I could ride a bike and I could come back home for lunch if I wanted to. It was wonderful.
I kind of like being awake for a while, like what you're saying, like get up earlier and then go to your job site and then take an hour nap or something. That sounds amazing.
Jacob wakes up, walks to his job site, which is just the living room, and takes an hour nap.
There's just a feeling of once you've already got up to go to work, being able to go back to sleep and take a nap, it just feels different.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the time it's not even like I don't really fall asleep. It's just kind of dozing.
Dude, I took a nap at work like a couple days ago on my 30-minute break. And it just feels nice.
Yeah.
Just taking a nap in an office at work. Just being able to do that.
Yeah. What's our time right now, Jacob?
Nanya. It's only 40 minutes.
We bantered for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes before we actually started.
Yeah, so it's like
30. We should do more questions. We're still on the first question.
Okay. If you were all Powerpuff Girls, would you be Blossom? Who would be Blossom? Who would be Bubbles? And who would be Buttercup? This is asked by Adeline Zane.
Oh, I already know. I already know who would be who.
Yeah, why haven't we?
I'm thinking. Do yours first, Josh, because I have a picture in my mind of.
Logan is Bubbles. You're Buttercup. I'm Blossom.
Okay, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I thought.
Why am I Bubbles? Who are the Powerpuff Girls?
Bubbles is the little blonde one, and you're just like a happy little idiot. It's great.
Oh, wait. Hey, no, I don't like that at all.
Bubbles is like the little dumb blonde. Buttercup is the little angry turd, and then Blossom's just the like red, strong. I guess kind of the leader. I don't know.
Did you just call yourself the leader?
Red, strong. I don't know. Leader, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, what is Blossom? Blossom's just like the I guess normal, happy, nice one. I don't know how to describe it.
Wait.
It's just like the most bland one, so I gave it to myself.
Wait, so who am I the angry?
No, you
turd?
called me Buttercup.
Yeah, you're Buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup's kind of like the
Buttercup's like the little angry, rebellious one.
Oh,
that's me.
No, you might be right. You might be right.
I'm the angry little turd up in here. Jacob's the little blonde because he's blonde. He's the only blonde one here.
I don't know. I'm sticking with my first gut instinct on that one.
Jacob, that's definitely you.
No, that's you.
Jacob, that is totally you.
No, look at
that has you written all over it.
Do you want to see the picture I just sent? I just sent Logan.
Sure.
Here. He said, "That's you. That's you."
That is Jacob, 100%.
I mean, he's got a point.
Yeah. Jacob's the dumb little blonde. Actually, we could just call him the smart little blonde. I'm gonna be the angry little turd, and Josh, you're the leader, whatever you called yourself.
I guess she's just. I don't know what is Blossom. She's just like normal. She's the nice one. We'll say that.
Jacob's not nice.
No. Blossom is.
I'm big meanie.
No. You're dumb little blonde.
I just don't feel like I. Yeah, never mind.
No. Speak your heart.
I just don't have as many emotions as other people. I think.
I think you do. I just think you haven't been in an environment that lets you show them.
Oh.
What is this, a therapy session? Shut up and ask questions.
What, are we getting our feels? Shut up.
Yeah, it's a comedy podcast.
Okay.
Just Jacob, I don't think I have as many emotions as everybody else.
No, it's for you. It's just for you. You're like, maybe you just haven't been in an environment that lets you express your feelings. And I'm like, shut up. Move on. No one cares.
I saw it as an opportunity.
Literally creating the environment.
Yep. All right. Next question. No emotions.
Stephen Smith asked the long-awaited question that everyone who knows me expects me to ask: what is your dream car?
Ooh. Yeah.
I guess I'll go.
I have two.
I really don't care.
One of them I already have. I've always had two dream cars. I've got my budget dream car that's more attainable, and then my absolute dream car. And the absolute dream car is a first gen Camaro. Just beautiful.
No way.
First gen Camaro, preferably a 69. There's subtle differences between the 7, 8, and 9, but the 69's I think the best.
Josh, you stole mine.
Did I? Is it the first gen Camaro? It's a beautiful vehicle, man.
It's the 69 SS Camaro, all blacked out. All black.
See, I like the old blue with white stripes. I love
you
that
like
look.
I almost said two-tone, but the white racing stripes, the multicolor.
Yeah, I like that one. And hard top. I do not want the drop top. I want the hard top.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, it's a good car, man.
My second one is 77 Vet Stingray.
Yeah, my second one I already have. It's a Datsun. It's the 240, 280, or 260Z. I have a 280Z. It's the 2+2 model, so it's kind of a niche model. Looks a little bit different than the standard models. It looks a little bit more. The 2+2 model, it the extra cab space gives it a little bit more American muscle look, so I kind of like it.
Yeah.
And so I kind of already have my budget dream car.
I think the only one that I'll be able to afford out of my dream cars would be a 77 Vet. But that's Camaros. The Camaros are just too expensive.
Yeah, that's why that's why from a pretty like teenager era, I was like, I got to come up with a more reasonable dream car because that one's probably not going to happen.
Even if you get one falling apart, they want buku bucks for just the body.
Yeah.
Jacob, what's your dream?
The Stingrays have a really cool body style, but from what I've heard, performance-wise, they're not very good. But that was just kind of a thing with the 70s in general. Most vehicles in the 70s kind of sucked.
Yeah, I think you just have to. Well, what I know to be, I guess what I know, but my mom used to be so cool. She had a 77 Vet, but from what I know, is you really just want to get all the stuff that was pressurized by air, all the tubing and everything. You want to rip that out and turn it to electrical immediately, just because the compressors and the tubes fail so much.
Oh, was it compressor or was it vacuum based? A lot of it.
Maybe I messed that up. I need to check my stats on that.
Because even current cars, there's still a lot of stuff that's run off of vacuum systems, and the older you get, the more stuff you're likely to have fail. That's what I was dealing with my truck was vacuum lines, and it's only a 98, and it's already having some issues. But cheap rubber. Anyways, sorry. What was yours, Jacob?
I didn't say one.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
It was vacuum. Sorry.
I don't know.
You don't have a dream car?
Not really.
Not a car guy?
I used to like the look of Dodge Vipers a lot.
Yeah.
The Viper is a beast of a vehicle.
Yeah, it is.
I used to like Dodge Vipers.
Yeah, Vipers are they're pretty cool.
What's a newer car, like up to date, more modern? That's like, if I could have that car, I'd take that one.
Oh, not old school car.
I
don't know.
I think the Maz.
I don't even
Mazda MX-5 or something. That looks cool.
That's kind of what I was thinking about getting, but I've changed my mind on that.
I don't really think about new cars because I don't ever want to own a new car because they're impossible to work on now. I like being able to fix my own car.
Mm-hmm. I think if I could afford it, a newer car that I would get that I think is just cool is the new Mustang Dark Horse. I want to see it in person.
I like the Mercedes AMGs, the Mercedes that have the really long hood, the really long front end. I kind of like the look of those. The AMG GT.
Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, it's the AMG GT R.
It almost reminds me, I don't know why. Maybe I'm thinking of a different vehicle.
GT63?
Oh, those. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking. It reminds me of a Bentley front end. The AMG.
Oh, I think I
guess.
Well, Bentleys kind of have a Bentley front ends, at least the two headlight version. Depending on which one, they've always reminded me of Jags. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me. That's the first thing that popped in my head. I just don't really think about modern cars that much.
No. Okay, I guess we can go next question.
Oh.
Asked by Stephen Smith again. What is something that if you had all the money in the world, you still wouldn't buy?
Turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon?
Turkey bacon. You could give me all the money in the world. There's a lot of things I would buy just for the sake of trying out. Turkey bacon, soy bacon, fake versions of bacon. Nope. Don't even want to try them.
I guess there's a ton of answers for that, because I guess let's change it to something that you wouldn't buy that's popular. Like a popularly bought expensive thing, maybe.
I wouldn't buy a BMW.
Okay, this is
what? Dude, they're popular and they're expensive. I wouldn't buy one.
Because I could just say tofu. I wouldn't buy that.
I'd buy an old BMW.
I don't really. They're not my thing.
Yeah, I would buy some of the old ones. All the money in the world is you wouldn't buy.
I would not
like a
buy
big deal thing that a lot of people are into.
Like watches, like the Rolex watches. I would not. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't understand that trend of like.
I feel like
part money by Rolex. Why?
Well, part of the point of Rolex is, unless you're in like the music scene where flexing that you have a Rolex is a big deal. I think a lot of it is just having monetary value in investments instead of just straight numbers.
Just buy gold and silver.
Yeah, but gold, if you had the same weight of, if you had the same, like, let's say you had half a pound in solid gold or half a pound in Rolex. Rolex is going to be more because there's crafting and fine crafting and the name involved. People are going to pay more for something that has extra value attached to it than just the lump amount of some of its parts, basically.
I'll just buy stocks and bonds instead.
Okay, well, this is about what you wouldn't buy, this question here.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy Rolex.
Okay.
Or really, not really a fancy car either. There's not much. Probably a big house. A nice house is like the only thing I would buy that would, with a lot of money.
I don't think I would buy expensive shoes. I don't think I would buy Jordans or Nikes.
Nope. Those are still like
yeah.
You can a regular person can afford to buy those. They just
but people who have a lot of money, a lot of them start shoe collecting, and part of it is also the same thing with the Rolex. It's about like,
well, if they like the shoes, then they like trade them a lot, and it's like a hobby.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't care. I go through shoes too much and abuse them. They're tools to me. There's too many other things that I would rather get into trading for than shoes, and I just don't really care to be a part of the culture that surrounds all that shoe trading. Just not interested in any of it, really.
You're not gay?
I didn't say that.
Oh.
Whoa. Pause.
What?
You said, Jacob said, so you're saying you're not gay, And then you said, I wouldn't say that.
No, I said I didn't say that.
Okay, that was weird.
Logan, it's making it really hard for us to.
Okay, listen, he hasn't opened his mouth for like 10 minutes. What do you mean?
I've been very just laid back listening to you guys be like, I would buy a big house, but I wouldn't buy a fancy car. And then Jacob was like, oh, la, la, la. And then Josh was like, I wouldn't buy Nikes. I wouldn't do this. And then I'm like, yeah, nice. And then that happened. I'm like, well, that's questionable. So I asked.
You know what? Final answer, slaves.
I wouldn't do it. I'm a good person.
If I had all the money in the world, I still wouldn't buy slaves.
Dude, depends how much you're paying me.
Oh, I'm so glad somebody else said it. I'd be getting bashed for that. I'm glad you said it instead of me.
Yeah, listen, when Josh makes a slightly offensive funny, it's like, oh, that was funny. When Logan makes slightly offensive funny, it's like, oh, there goes Logan being offensive again. Oh.
It's not on purpose. It just kind of happens sometimes.
You're just an offensive person. That's all right.
I'm really not. Anybody who knows me is like, oh, he says questionable things sometimes, but we still like him. And people who don't know me are like, who is this guy? What is he doing? Mother.
Your mother.
She laughs at my offensive jokes. Today at the bowling alley, I was doing Asian accents for like 10 minutes, and she was laughing.
That's just funny.
Yeah, and then I kind of switched into a Mexican accent, and there was a Hispanic family right next to us.
I think
that might have been a little offensive. I don't know.
Dude, somebody started doing a white impression. I think it's pretty funny.
Dude,
nobody wants to do a white impression.
People do white impressions is hilarious.
Californians, the Californian accent, it's pretty good.
Even Dave Chappelle's white person accent is the best.
Yes, dude. It's not even just the California accent. Just people who very obviously don't talk like
it's just like
suburban white folk do, and then they talk like that.
They just speak more proper.
Yeah, they just actually speak correctly.
they just
don't know if that's the takeaway.
Well, that's what you're
pronounce words.
Someone makes a joke and tries to speak white, and you're like, "Oh, good job! You know how to speak now."
I see that you remembered your phonics.
Wow. You can now speak English.
No. Oh no!
I can tell you graduated high school.
Yeah, it's like a dad kind of.
What?
Like the white accent.
Is that? Oh, the white dad. Yeah.
Like, oh, sport. They like put on a little. I don't even know how to do it because I guess it's making fun of
you're
me.
White?
Yeah,
just talk normal.
Because I don't know how to.
What was the one I saw? I saw one the other day, and it was an Asian guy in the military, and he put his hands up on his eyes and like spread his eyes open so they were round.
That's a classic.
Yeah, and he's like, I think I'll use my credit card. Do you have anything non-dairy?
Yeah.
You have anything non-dairy? Gluten-free.
Gluten-free. Bobby, I'm American.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a classic.
And then Dave Chappelle acting as a white guy. I would never.
He did that a bunch.
It's that very up and down. I don't know how he does it, but he's really good at it.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny because it sounds a lot like Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama. Yeah, it does. I was just thinking about it. Like, it kind of does.
That tracks. I think it was. Was it Joe Biden that called Barack Obama like he was like a surprisingly articulate black man or something like that?
The most articulate black man.
Yeah. I was like, dude, you can't just say that.
yeah. Well, he said that about Barack Obama. Then he was like, I'm very happy to be his vice president. And he like used that as like, I'm not racist. And then on like live television, he's like, poor kids are just as bright, as talented as white kids are. And everybody's like, whoa.
Dude, the things that come out of that man's mouth are insane.
That was just crazy. And everybody just brushes it off. He was the vice president to Barack Obama. He's fine.
Yeah, okay. This is the full quote from Biden. He said, I mean, you've got the first mainstream African American who is articulate, bright, clean, and a nice looking guy.
Clean?
Yeah. That's he said that about Obama. That's insane.
That is terrible. That is terrible.
And that's when they call him senile.
He said that was the first mainstream African American who's all those things. Yeah.
And that was in what? Was that his campaign?
That was 2007.
Yeah. Oh, it was 2007.
That was that was when Barack Obama was, because Barack Obama got elected in 2008, I believe. So that's when he was Obama's,
on his team.
Yeah, he was Obama's running mate there.
Josh, quit rocking.
I'm sorry.
I literally thought you just farted like 2 seconds ago.
I'm sorry. My child makes noises.
Okay, we should do the next question. Actually, we should go to the question after that because I don't want to ask that one.
No, we're not skipping questions here.
Okay, then Josh, you say what it is. You ask the question.
Oh, I'm not the host.
If it's offensive, I'll read it.
It's not offensive. It might be offensive to Jacob because he lacks understanding, but other than that.
No, Josh is rage baiting.
Joseph asks, what defines a traffic violation?
When I'm going 90 and a 25.
A traffic violation is what they charge you with when you get caught breaking road laws.
No, it doesn't have to be caught.
Then you don't get a traffic violation on your account.
No. That's you're okay. So if I'm doing I'm being good. It's a 25. I'm doing maybe 90. All right. So
that's not being good.
that's I'm being a perfect little angel. So if I'm doing that, I am breaking the law.
Yes, you're breaking the law.
I am breaking the law, and there are certain rules for traffic that are laws. So I'm breaking a traffic law, which is a violation, and it is now a traffic violation. Now, what they give you is a ticket for a traffic violation.
No, you have traffic violations on your records.
I don't.
A ticket is the actual citing that they hand you in person. But if you get caught, it's called a traffic violation on your record.
Nope. You're wrong. I looked it up.
What do you mean?
You're wrong.
Logan,
what does it say? Read it out.
You don't know that I've gone through this for like an hour, like 2 days ago.
Josh, just because you're dumb doesn't mean everybody else is, okay?
No. Read what you found.
Hey, Dad's talking. Be quiet. I'm going to read you what Google said. You shut your face.
Mm-hmm.
It is exactly how I said it. Kind of. Not really. But it's exactly how I said it. A traffic offense or violation occurs when a driver breaks the law while their vehicle is in motion. They are often considered more serious than other violations because they directly impact the safety of others on the road. Moving violations are different from parking, paperwork, or equipment violations. A traffic violation is an offense that occurs when a driver breaks the law while driving.
Yeah, it occurs.
Not whenever you get the ticket, you dummy.
Yeah, it occurs because you got caught.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Logan. I'm gonna freak out.
I'm gonna freak out.
Logan.
You're wrong.
Logan, I've gone over the same things that you have said probably about 5 times. It lasted an hour and a half.
I got a simple question.
It doesn't matter what you say. He's just going to make circle arguments.
I got a question for Josh.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
And gaslight and rage bait you.
If you murder somebody,
yeah.
If you murder somebody,
mm-hmm.
and you don't get caught, did you commit a murder?
Logan, it's crazy how I've literally said those exact words to him, and he says the same thing. Yes,
Josh, you're an idiot. Josh, you shut up. You shut up.
You can commit murder, and you cannot get caught, and you will still have murdered someone. But the difference between this and the other question is you also get charged with murder. The murder charge is the same title as the action.
You also get charged with a traffic violation, you dummy.
Yeah. When you get caught, yes, you get charged with a traffic violation. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, if you get caught, but you still committed a traffic violation. You
just broke the law.
No, if I'm doing 90 in a 25 mile an hour zone, I have done it, and I have not gotten caught. And whenever I saw a car pull up behind me, I'm like, oh, I committed a traffic violation. I broke the law. I'm going to jail for felony speeds.
Well, yeah, and in that case, not only will you get caught and get a traffic violation, you'll also get a felony.
Yes. For breaking the law.
Yeah.
Because you got caught. Violation.
Yeah, because you got caught, and now you have to go to jail and you get a traffic violation.
Josh, I'm going to punch you in the face.
It's insane how easy it is.
Punch you in the face.
It's so easy.
Logan, I've gone through the whole murder thing. I said it's like the same thing as a tree falling in the woods. Does it still make a sound?
It does.
I've gone. Yeah, it's like, did you break the law? You still made a traffic violation if you didn't get caught.
No. Well, the difference is that if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, no one hears it and no one's there to cut it up, so there's no violation.
Trees falling in the woods isn't a violation, anyways. I don't know where you're. I don't know why you're so dumb, Josh.
No.
Josh,
Josh, I'm connecting.
Josh, you've lost. You've lost speaking privileges. You are dumb. I used to think you were a smart man. I was very attracted to you at one point, and now I'm not. Your IQ points have dropped a lot since this conversation. No,
I want you to know.
You're done.
I want you to know. I kept Jacob in this loop for like an hour and a half to 2 hours the other night, and it was great.
I finally knew he wasn't. At some points, I said, I don't know if you're stupid or pretending to be stupid.
There was like a graduation where he was like genuinely upset to me to a point where he's like, I can't tell if you're kidding or not. And there was a point like, okay, you're just rage baiting at this point.
That's when I said I broke down the words traffic and violation, and I said what a violation is. And then he agreed that it is a violation, not just a traffic violation. I said, okay, now, yep.
Yeah, it's a violation of the law, but it's not a traffic violation.
Okay, I'm glad you're just pretending to be stupid. I'm still on the fence about it, but
I got so angry. Way too much. Dude, and so did Jacob, but I kept Jacob on it for like an hour and a half. It was a work of art, dude.
Yeah, but when I love how Jacob let me be mad, but also at the same time he's like, Logan.
Oh, he tried to stop you like 3 times, but you were like, no, shut up.
I didn't care. Josh is stupid.
I'm stopping you because if you're any point you're trying to make, I've already made it.
He was trying to help you out, but you're like, shut up. He's stupid, and I gotta tell him he's stupid.
The reason I did it for so long is because I was trying to find a way out to where he had to agree.
Yeah. No, it never happened.
But he just used circular reasoning, so it doesn't matter what you say.
Josh, I don't forgive you for that question. I don't like you. Like, my heart rate rose tremendously. I was tired, and now I'm just angry. Like, even though it's all a joke, even though I now realize it's all a joke.
Yep.
I hate you so much right now. Like, I feel like actual hate for the decisions that you made.
I went through it a lot longer than you did.
Yeah. When does this phase pass, Jacob? Because right now I want to smack Josh in the face for rage baiting me.
It's gonna last until you go to bed.
I'm very good at it too. I do it with Russell all the time, where he's like, he's at the point where he's like, I never know if you're serious or not, because half the time you're arguing something you don't believe in just because it makes me mad.
Yeah, it's kind of like whenever you're having an argument and you realize that you're wrong in the argument, so then you just continue being wrong.
You just
make the other person mad.
That's what he does. I think he might have started out with a thing he's genuinely thinking of, but then once he figured out he was wrong, he just switched to that.
That's the beauty of it, is no one knows. That's the best part.
Well, I'm this far in, I might as well keep going. It's just
I fully believe when
you don't know if I switched at some point or if I was messing around from the beginning.
No. I fully believe when you first said it, you had an actual thought that it's not a traffic violation. Only start? If you. I don't know.
No, the start was the like it's only breaking the law if you get caught joke.
Yeah, and then you said it's not a traffic it's only a traffic violation if you get caught.
Yeah. And then you got really upset about it, and I instantly in my head I was like, "Oh, this is going to be fun." And then we went for an hour and a half.
I fully believe that you thought that when you first said it, and then once I said something and you realized that it's not, you just continued.
No, I said that making the joke, and you got mad because you could tell I could tell you thought I believed it, and then from that point forward, it was just fun.
Oh, can we name this one traffic violation or something?
Absolutely.
It's so dumb. Oh,
we can make it.
Logan
finally shuts up.
What?
Jacob,
Logan has talked less in this episode than almost any other episode.
Yeah, it's yeah.
No.
Dude, you're gonna realize there is a point in this podcast where you and Josh are just talking to each other. You guys are just having a conversation. I'm just not there.
And what did you say at the beginning of this?
Retard?
Yeah.
He did say that a couple times.
I was like, I think that was before, during, and after. I don't quite remember.
Yeah.
No, you said that we had to pick up the slack for this episode, so.
Well,
it really makes it hard for us when you keep talking.
No, yeah, but then you and me talked for like a straight 5 minutes without him saying anything, and then he opened his mouth once, and you're like, "Would you shut up? We're trying to carry here."
We haven't picked up the slack yet.
It's like so the joke that I was trying to make earlier, whenever Josh was like, and it's like this small shack, and I was like a little late on it, and I was like, "Oh, your mom," because I know that you guys make fun of Josh's mom about, I don't know, fat or whatever, so I was comparing her to a shack, and it just didn't hit. And then Jacob's like, "Would you shut up? Would you just, we're picking up the slack. Would you just shut up?" And I'm like, "Oh, I made a bad joke. Okay. The timing was wrong. I get it. But you don't have to be like, hey, shut your face. Okay. Yeah. We're doing stuff."
You told me to do it.
Next time, maybe have taquitos in the joke and you'll get to talk. All right.
Yeah. Dude, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk for this whole hour.
Okay? You're still on the bad list, all right? You shut up.
Okay.
Your time is over.
You give me taquitos, I would let you talk for the whole hour.
Yeah, I don't want to talk for the whole hour. I don't want a schizophrenic Josh episode with me. Okay,
I cannot believe he put that on the internet.
Dude,
it's amazing.
Some of our other things.
I know. And he made the thumbnail my face.
It's hot, dude.
Dude, as soon as that went up, I left a comment. I did not consent to this because I didn't think that was actually getting posted.
You don't have to get consent from the homies.
What?
No. I was putting that up no matter what.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Stefan commented on it. He said, "You still haven't put up the bonus clip from the Russell episode, but you had time to put this up." Yeah,
still working on that one.
Still working on that one. What do you mean?
What do you mean still working on it? Don't we just have
there's a bunch of editing you have to do or something.
Yeah, there is.
I'm pretty sure he just has to send it to James.
You literally just
I can just literally just upload it.
He just has to click.
I mean, I have so much more to do on it.
Yeah, Jacob went out of his way to go, not the Russell one. Schizophrenic Josh?
It's been so long, though, it won't even have value because everyone's forgotten about the Russell episode and what happened.
At this point, it might be a Stefan exclusive.
A Stefan exclusive?
Yeah.
I'll give it to Stefan.
Maybe we'll just randomly we'll drop it. We'll drop it as a gift for everyone when Christmas comes around.
Maybe. It's not even that good. I don't know.
That's the point. It was good when the episode came out because it was connected. Now it's not.
I want to make a shirt. I want to make a shirt that says "Smell my feet" with the Wisdom Vacuum logo.
I completely forgot about.
I'm not attaching that logo to that. What are you trying to do to this brand?
I had erased the fact that happened from my memory. Thanks for bringing that back.
Dude, it's so funny. It just like
he put his toe in my nose, dude.
Dude, you had fungus spores forming in your nostrils.
It was
from 3-day-old socks.
Dude, I want to bash Russell for a second. In what world? In what world, Russell? I got issues with you strictly because of your feet, dude. If you're like, I'm not gonna wear underwear like more than one day. Okay, why would you wear socks for 3 days? Also, while you're doing manual labor, why? Yeah. Why? You should be shunned.
I love that when he picked that question from his list of questions from his girlfriend, he picked that and he was like, okay, we're going to have a guy moment here. He was so confident that we we were all going to be on his side for that one.
Yeah. How do you change your socks every day? Oh.
I'm pretty sure if it was like the 1800s, he would have been thrown out of town and drugged behind a horse. Like, this is... And
no, that's kind of where he belongs, is when they didn't change their clothes a lot.
I mean...
that is true.
Yeah, and it makes him sound like just a dirty, smelly person. Russell is not a smelly person. He's actually a very clean person. Yeah. That's the strangest part.
I haven't smelled him recently. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's only so much cologne and Axe body spray. I just assume he uses Axe body spray. He probably. I wonder. Hold on. I wonder. Ask Russell, please.
He probably does use Axe body spray.
He might. If he's like, oh, I've worn these socks for 2 days, they're getting a little stiff, and then he like sprays them with something, like a mist of cologne or something. Like, I can wear them for one more day. I need to know that right
smell
now.
His own feet.
Yeah, and I really want to know. We need to get Russell on for part 2, and the very first question that I want to ask him is: so, your girlfriend. Did you answer her question, or did she hear the answer to your question? And then how weird of a look did you get whenever you said 3 days? I want to know. Because does his girlfriend know that he wears 3 days socks for 3 days?
And that's just socks.
She was the one. So that question was from a list of questions that she was sending to Russell so that Russell could present them to us when he came on. And she sent that question with an angry face emoji behind it because she knows about it, and she was already upset with him for that being a thing.
Dude,
you're like, she knows and she's still with him.
Dude, what? No. Oh, Russell, we gotta have a sit down meeting about this with the boys of the Wisdom Vacuum. We need to change your life, bud.
I just texted Russell. I said, would you spray socks with cologne or something if they were too bad after 2 days or so to get an extra day out of them? We'll see if he replies.
That's too long.
Yeah.
That almost made me as angry, that question, as Josh. As Josh rage baiting me with traffic violation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do another question?
Absolutely. Always another question.
Okay. Would you make Alfredo with ramen noodles? Asked by Adeline Zane. Again.
Yes, I would.
Ramen noodles?
That just sounds good.
It's not that different from like angel hair pasta, and I've had Alfredo sauce with angel hair pasta on stuff before.
Dude, I've had like so much stuff in ramen.
I've had like a chicken parm with Alfredo Parmesan sauce, and the base has been Alfredo hair, and ramen noodles are just kind of like crimpy Alfredo hair pasta.
Yeah.
So I think it would go.
What's the cheap little packets of ramen? Luncheon? No. Yeah, Top Ramen, whatever it is. That comes in the little plastic things like beef, shrimp, or
Top Ramen.
No, I don't like cup of noodles. I think the Top Ramen is better.
Top Ramen's better. It is.
Yeah, I think it has way more.
Cup of noodles more convenient for like a hotel room or something.
Yeah, I will agree with that. But I took my ramen, and I love doing this now, but I haven't done it in a while. I took my ramen, got it some hot water, whatever. I drain a little bit of the water out so that I can have more seasoning on there, And I took some beef stock and put it in with the noodles. Then a hard-boiled egg, put that in there. A little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of chili paste, and then I took some shrimp with some butter and garlic and seared it in a pan. And then I put that in there. I basically just took 99 cents and turned it into a nice dish. It was so good.
Yeah, that's like the standard. I haven't had Top Ramen. Like, I haven't made Top Ramen in quite a long time, but I almost never just had plain Top Ramen. There was always at least like an egg and some meat and some extra sauce going in there. Like you can do Top Ramen up and make it a lot better.
Yeah. I want to go to a good ramen place.
Dude, I've wanted to go try
there's a ramen place near the whatchamacallit place, Logan. What's it called?
I had an actual
Mongolian buffet place.
Well, you and I need to go on a date one day after church then.
Dude, I had authentic ramen for the first time at New Year's. It was so good. Now I want to try like a really nice pho place or pho.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And a really nice poke bowl place.
Poke bowl?
Poke bowl.
What is poke?
Like catch 'em all?
It's I think it's
POKEMON.
No, not Pokemon Bowl. I think it's POKE bowl. It's like if it's like sushi bowls basically.
Oh, dude, I want to try that. That looks so good.
It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Hold on, I'm figuring out where I can find that.
It's like like as burrito bowl is to a burrito, poke bowl is to sushi.
Poke bowl, gotta catch 'em all.
Oh, Russell texted me back. He said, what? Russell said, no, I would not.
Yeah, right.
Kay's telling the truth.
I think that's just because spraying them requires more effort. And I think the whole point, well, no, that's not even true, because we know he doesn't go to sleep with them. He takes them off and then puts them back on. So he's just harder. That's right. Because he's doing all the effort of putting on a fresh pair of socks, but not putting on a fresh pair of socks.
Yeah, he could just go grab a fresh pair of socks. He just doesn't.
Do you think he's just scared of laundry?
Does he just only have one pair of socks?
I think he's just scared of laundry. He's like, if I can make this one pair of socks last 3 days, then I don't have to do sock laundry for like 2 months now.
Well, I think we need to come together as a wisdom vacuum and figure out if he has socks. And maybe we need to buy him some and
he has like, socks. Hey, I helped him move. He has socks.
Yeah, but we need to throw all those socks away. We need to throw them all away.
He doesn't have excuses.
We need to throw every single one of them away because they've been worn for too many days, too many times. So the fungus is already there. We got to get rid of them.
He needs a sock reset.
He needs a sock reset, and he needs a hard sit down with us three and be like, "Hey, you're wrong. You need to change the way you're doing things because this is just not okay."
I think we'll let his girlfriend fix that. I'm sure she's got a handle.
She's not fixing it. She sent him an angry emoji. We can sit down with him and smack him.
Yeah.
He might He shoved his toe in your nose, Josh.
Dude, and that was before he told me that they were like 3-day-old socks.
I know.
I can't believe he did that.
Oh, look at your snap, Josh. I sent you a Pokeball place over here. We should go try it.
Well, okay, so now we're going to go to Prime Time and get a massive burger, and then we're also going to go to a Pokeball place.
Yeah, there's a couple around here.
How are we going to eat all this food? And it's probably going to be Wednesday, so we have to go to church too, and you have work that day.
Yep.
Well, no, we can split it.
Busy day. We could just go before we left on Wednesday to one of them.
I mean, we left last time at like
Thursday
10.
Yeah, which is not very early.
Yeah, but I feel like a place like this probably wouldn't be open early in the morning.
What's it called?
It's not open early in the morning. It opens at 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then hold on.
What is that picture? What did you send me a picture of, Jacob?
What did I send you a picture of?
Dude,
is that your hat and the breadstick pillow?
What?
The picture you sent me on Snapchat. It looks there's denim. I think it's your McDonald's hat and the breadstick pillow.
Is a hat and my baguette pillow.
Oh,
to be specific.
Dude, that baguette pillow is so nice.
Yeah. Dude, I get flashbanged by our background image every time I open our chat. I always forget about it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it. Have I seen it, Jacob? Which one is it?
I'm sure you've seen it.
You just said you've seen it, and then you asked me if you've seen it.
Well, because I was also scrolling in me and Josh's chat, and it's this one that I have. Hold on, I'm going to send it to you.
Well, he's talking about it on Snapchat.
Yeah, I am on Snapchat.
Oh.
Because I just opened up my Snapchat to click on that Pokeball place.
Okay, yeah, the one that you have.
It's the same one. Oh, it is. It's the same.
Yeah,
one.
it's that. That's the background of our chat.
I love that picture.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me see this. Okay, hold on, hold. They open at prime time opens at 8 a.m.
So we could eat that for breakfast.
We don't have to schedule our day that's months away on the podcast, right?
Yes, we do.
But we could.
This really isn't the best place for this.
Hey, if anybody wants to show up, they know what we're doing.
Absolutely riveting content right now for the listeners.
I was going to say, we just defaulted.
Oh, they're still here?
Before bedtime talk.
Yeah. This is you guys are getting post podcast conversations right now.
Guys, we forgot we were recording. That's our bad. We're talking about Pokeballs in prime time.
I didn't forget.
I did.
Oh, cool.
I didn't.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, I guess we're all saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
We should. Goodbye.
Is it time?